If you're coming from the outside looking into an artist's life and you want to understand more, hopefully you do. That's cool. That's great. I would hope that you could see that when someone is an artist, not only can they be a struggling artist, but they can be successful, and it takes a lot of work or different hats to wear to be an artist. Like, you aren't just making your art every day in your studio having fun, like those memes that show you like, what does everybody else think I'm doing? This is what I'm really doing. You're not always just sitting in your studio making stuff to your heart's content every day. You also have to make time and schedule yourself out to do like the footwork or the nitty-gritty of the online marketing, the website, the phone calls. I look at the core of who I was, that still resonates in my art now. I have a lot of things that are botanical or nature themed and animal themed, and I've always been an advocate for animals and nature and our environment. And then there's also a side of me that was, while I was shy, I liked being silly and whimsical, and that still comes through in my art now. But I don't think I actually found what called to me until I was in my 30s, because throughout my teens and my 20s, especially then, I was just trying to make everything. Like, what's it like to do oil paints? What's it like to sketch with charcoal? What's it like to do sculpture or paper mache or clay? Like, I wanted to try all the mediums to see what they were about and experiment with them. And I think you actually do kind of have to experiment with a lot of stuff. I love color and texture in all of my pieces. Like, even the 2D art pieces, the canvases or on the archival paper, I have a lot of texture, whether it's dots or layers of color and metallics. And I also love things that are tactile oriented. And I think that's why I'm multi-diverse, because I like to feel things and touch things. And there's quite a few artists that really love texture and things that have texture components to their pieces, even if it's not clay. I'm one of those people. I like something to look like it's soft or feel soft or maybe rough. And I want the viewer to interact with it. Even if it's, I love the color. Oh, look at it in the sunlight. Now look at it under the UV light. I want you to interact with it. And it could be as simple as looking at it in different lights, but it could also be like, yeah, go ahead and touch it. Feel what it feels like. Because I think that's more personal for me as an artist, talking and communicating with the guest or the fan of the art, because they want, whoever you are, if you like something, you want to get closer to it and see what it's about and maybe ask questions. And that's how I like to interact with my people viewing my art too. But when you hear someone who's being critical, or it sounds critical, or it sounds negative, it doesn't make you feel confident enough to go, well, people like my work. But when you get compliments from someone who you respect, maybe a friend, maybe someone you work with, who isn't an artist, but they appreciate art, when they tell you your art is great because of these things, take that into account and know that the people that gave you the nays, the negatives, like, ignore them, because they might not have experience like you. They might not know might not understand what you're doing, right? But someone who has experience with being in the creative world and with artists, if they give you those kudos, accept them. And that's what I've had to tell myself, because half the time I don't even know if people like it. It feels like I'm just in an ocean with everybody else. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there, but when you do get those compliments, like, just put it in your bank of good memories of like, yeah, see, you do have something to share with people. It feels really good to hear when people like whatever you do. We all need to hear the positives, you know, because it's encouraging and it makes you feel like, you know, you're not just swimming in a dark part of the ocean where no one can see you at all. You know, it's nice to see. It's nice to be seen. It's nice to be known.